all started in the early morning of July 29 from the year 2006. Well, actually it started 9 months earlier, but there were kids watching, so we'll skip ahead here. My mother was sleeping peacefully when, at around 2 a.m., she had to get up to pee. Then she went back to sleep. 3 a.m., and my mother had to get up again to pee. Then went back to sleep. 4 a.m., and my mother had to again go to pee. It was starting to get weird for her, but she's still getting back to sleep. 5 a.m., 5:30, 6 a.m., 6:30, 6:45 a.m., 7 o'clock a.m. Pee, 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 being more and more frequent, she decides to go to concert. New character, my father. My father said that he could not leave work for something so unimportant, and that he could not come accompany her. So my mother took a taxi and went to the inns, arriving for a consultation at 8 a.m. Between waiting and health checkups, at around 10 a.m. they told her that she was not urinating, but that my amniotic sac had ruptured and I was losing placenta. She had to give birth as an emergency. They moved my mother to a room full of women with contractions to one of the most traumatic moments of her life, until finally, between 2 and 2:30 p.m., my mother gave birth to me. But wait, that baby is very cute. I was born yellow and stinky because I was running out of placenta, plus red spots because my mother ate a lot of chili. Yeah, this one is more accurate. From here on out, the universe was trying to get rid of me. On so many occasions, well, with a little help of me. When I turned 1 year old, I started walking. And while my father was distracted, I crossed the street and walked into the trees of a park. Another day, at my great-grandparents' house, while my father was distracted, I jumped into a pool without knowing how to swim. And he had to jump in with all his stuff when he noticed that I did. Another day, while my father was distracted, I wanted to steal a candy from Grandpa. A big, solid ball of candy, which got stuck in my throat. So they had to pick me up and shake me upside down. Yes, I guess my father wasn't very careful. When I turned 2, my parents divorced, and I moved in with my mom. A year after that, my mom met a man, my dad. When I realized they were already a couple, and in 2010, my first little brother was born, Fernando. He arrived and changed my life completely. He is the complete opposite of me. Since I was a little boy, I was quite calm, rational. I love rock puzzles and video games. Back then, I had a Nintendo Wii and a mini Lego collection. One of these, a recreation of the car's gas station. Well, my brother, on the contrary, hates everything that has to do with thinking. He is desperate, impulsive, sports lover, and eternal hater of vegetables. Well, when Fernando turned 1 or 2 years old, he completely destroyed the Legos that I had. And as time went by, between falls and outbursts, he broke the Nintendo controls. One point to note is that I am an animal lover. I have always had at least one pet at home, except during the pandemic, but we will talk about this later. My life was not more interesting than going to school and playing video games, except for 2014 when I started drawing. The next important point is 2020. I have never been one person to have many friends. One or two people that change every 1 or 2 years because of school. Ok, gracias. The next important point is 2020. I have never been one person that have many friends. One or two people that change every 1 or 2 years because of school. In 2020, the pandemic arrives, which leads me to even more social isolation. In August 3rd, my grandfather dies of COVID. On August 15th, my second little brother is born, Elian. In December of that year, someone ran over a kitten that I had. In December of that year, someone ran over a kitten that had been with my family for 9 years, who was also pregnant. So yeah, this emotional roller coaster led me to be somewhat unstable, and I did almost nothing in school. Technically, I should have failed third grade with less than a 5, but decided to pass off all. Well, in 2021, I decided to be better. I didn't concentrate much in class, or did I talk to almost anyone. But I learned many things that I wanted or that would be useful to me. I improved in drawing, I started to learn how to play ukulele, I started to help with chores around the house, and I improved a lot my English. At the beginning of 2022, I took my last exams and passed the first semester of high school. The problem is that for the second semester, they wanted to return to on-site class, and I, with a brother of just 1 year old at home, did not want to risk a COVID infection. My mom agreed and tried to change school, but the school put several obstacles, and when there was less than a week for left to beginning of the second semester, they revealed that they were from another system different from the SEP, and that it would take a month to change the system, so I could neither finish or change. I lost the year. Taking advantage of the semester without class and then summer vacation, I finished defining myself as a person. I focused on me, on knowing my taste, that I want to study, that what I want to achieve, and finally, at the end of 2022, I rejoined the school with practically zero social skills. But from what I have noticed in some people with more emotional maturity and self-knowledge. Excited with this new me, the first day of class I spoke to one person, Naira. And that was it. My social battle was over. To this day, she's the only one in my class that I get along with. But I am happy. We understand each other well. We understand each other well, and we work very well together. Finally, in January 2024, I adopted a kitten on my own. Her name is Chimuela. She is the first pet that is mine and not my family's. She marks the last really important event of my life. So, yeah, that's it. That's me, and that's my life. And this was so beautiful. Thank you.